It is now episode 28 of Factorio Space Age Marathon Deathworld. We are on Vulcanus. We have figured a bunch of stuff out. There's still a couple of things we need to do, but we do have science now. We have science at a variety of qualities. We've got one belt of, quality sushi ingredients bringing different kinds of tungsten stuff in, and the non-quality assemblers take whatever they want. And then everything that's quality goes in a box, and the other two science foundries, they're making lava science. Just take whatever they want from the box, and this could fill up and give us some problems, but we're not going to worry about it yet. And yeah, science wanders over here to the silo, kind of. We moved the silo. The silo is now over here because we have 3 silos, which is pretty nice. Yeah, we're quite well set up for having a mall for doing almost everything we want on Vulcanus now. The main thing we don't have is low density structure. That is the thing we need to work on. Then we will be able to manufacture these rockets and launch all this stuff into space. Yeah, I think we might move. Yeah, we've already made quite a lot of lava science, and a chunk of it at quality as well. So yeah, we need to get this back to Novice for a couple of reasons. Partly because Novice has a couple of problems, mostly relating to stone. We're actually not doing any science at the moment because almost all the science requires either military or purple, both of which are stuck because Novice has, first of all, no stone. That's a lie. It's got 2 miners on stone. What a wealth. And then another, 11 down here, 8 in the middle, and these 3. So we aren't getting a whole lot of stone through, and that's affecting our ability to make things taking military and purple science, which at the moment is basically everything. I mean, there are a couple of things that don't take purple or military, but they take the lava science we've just automated, so maybe we should get that back to Novice. And then also, Novice is complaining about a bunch of places not having walls, which is pretty exciting. And it turns out, a lot of walls doing pretty normal Deathworld taking damage things, asking for repair packs. We haven't given them repair packs because we don't want the bots setting themselves on fire. But down in this section, the biters are actually pushing through some wall sections, and we don't have the walls. We've run out of walls to repair them there, and we also, don't have the walls in the base because we've turned them all into military sites, and we don't have enough of that. So, reasons to go back to Novice. And I think this is 2 networks, so we don't have bots flying over the middle, which means if we delete, say, this wall, then bots will, these bots are immediately heading to take those bits of wall back to places where we are kind of struggling. So we've got, now less defenses in one place, but that's mostly fine. Yeah, we've got to build some plastic, got to go back to Novice, we do have, there's more stone up here. This is the mining that we didn't put down when we were here between Fulgora and Vulcanus. So maybe we could do, we got to go back and do that, take some new science. Sure, Novice mostly doing Novice things, Vulcanus needing plastic. And the stone problem, I realized I was overthinking it. We can just prioritize stone into things that are cooking stone and concrete and stuff like that, and then just vent the rest of it, so that's fine. And then a very similar thing over here. We need more coal as well. I was all, hey, how much stone are we getting out of the smelting? What can we do with that? How do we get rid of it? And the answer was just, we're just to vent it. It's fine. Just recycle it into nothing. I think we're going to, especially if we get the rest of this turned on. This is a lot of stuff. But we could also just turn a bunch of it into purple and or military science and take that back as well. The complex bit is down here, and we also still just need, I think we're mostly limited by how much mining we're getting out of, how much tungsten we're getting out of this mine. We do need another tungsten mine, but the complex bit is over here because, we just wanted to look at the tungsten mine, didn't we? Tungsten coming out of the ground at 8% quality, which is real nice. Thing is, this tungsten carbide needs that tungsten, which we just said is 8% quality, you know, hand-waving, whatever that means. And then also carbon. Carbon is made in a chem plant, which only has 3 slots, which means we've got 6% quality. Or we could upgrade these. I don't know if we have... Upgrading is potentially an option, but the consequence is we need to make more carbon in order to get enough uncommon carbon to match the 8% tungsten rate. And so what we've set up here is, yeah, a little filter thing. Uncommon carbon goes in this box. This belt is checking to see how much regular carbon is on this sushi belt, and then this inserter will, yeah, so we've got, for a moment we had enough, and now we don't. This inserter is checking how much regular carbon we've got, and is junking regular carbon if we have too much regular carbon and not enough uncommon carbon, so that these chem plants can keep on working and continue to make the uncommon carbon that we need, that, yeah, this assembly here needs to process the uncommon carbon directly off the train. We've still got rare stuff floating around, like whatever, moving on from that. I wanted plastic so we could make LDS, because I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, here's the foundry we dropped. There's a low-density structure recipe in the foundry that, if we get plastic, is going to do basically everything we need, just with the molten iron and copper. And can we... We could prod module this, we could speed module this as well. The thing is, we need a lot of coal, because we need coal not just to make the plastic in the normal way. I don't think there's a better way of doing that, but we also need the coal to make the heavy oil, to crack into the light oil, to crack into the gas. That's how we need to get gas here. So we're going to need more coal, and I think we've probably got way more cracking here than we need, don't we? 24 heavy, 31 heavy, and then it's symmetrical, so we've got about 110 heavy oil to play with. Could we... There you go. We've now got more. How much do we have? 28, 36, 60, so like 125, 130, something like that. Not a whole lot. But over here, 60 and 60. Okay, these middle two chem plants are cracking everything that we need. We don't actually need this whole bottom section down here. So, do we try to jam in? Like if we had 60 and then 60 and then 46 and then 46. That is significantly more than we're getting out of these refineries. So I think I'm talking myself into blasting some of this, and then figuring out where more refineries can go, because it turns out, I mean, this actually could work out pretty well for me, because it looks like we've got the acid here. It looks like we've also got potentially a half belt of calcite, but we don't need that much. And then the coal can also just, not there, get in here. I think I'm fine with that. Yeah, let's get some of these things out the way. Okay, so other than the fact that we don't have refineries, and then I kind of want to beacon these as well. Is there a way that we can beacon them here? Yes. Yes, there is. Wait, how are you getting... Okay, so I think we've got to beacon from, say, here to here? It's got to be here to here, doesn't it? Because that's the better way that... Huh. Because we don't need... I mean, we could also... Okay, so some of these guys have got beacons already. We could just have more beacons over here. Because we would like to be able to get... Yeah, this is going to be in the way. Oh well, maybe we don't beacon this yet. Maybe some of these guys don't get their beacons, but the other thing we do just need is... Where are we going to make all this fit? Yes, it's getting worse. We do just need to make these more refineries, but we're also going to just need straight up more refineries as well. And then also... Because we've got this coal. What are you guys are going... Oh, you guys are going to make the poison capsules, which I suspect we don't actually need at this point. But thanks. Get all of that stuff out the way. And then... Yeah, these big drills with these prod mods, of which we are worried about the coal ingestion. 5 of them is in fact enough for a full red belt of coal. And so this, I think, is going to get the stuff that's underneath here. This was all Novice. This was all Novice. It's probably fine. And then also, yeah, with the amount of coal we're talking about wanting, because we missed this one. Cool, fine. I think we put something like... I think we tap all of this coal as well. Here is... maybe we don't need that one. And then this one's not very good. It's going to run up pretty quickly, but you know, whatever. This should... Oh yeah, and we moved around some of these miners as well, so we can drag all of the coal out from underneath these assemblers. Okay, so we've got more coal through... We've got more coal through here, which is fine. We wanted... Yeah, we wanted plastic and gas and things like that. And then we did also have a space for a coal station here. This is going to be the station that receives coal, which we indicate with the icon of the resource at the front of whatever name is randomly assigned, because that's how the chaos works. And then, yeah, this is asking to get back on the network with a chain signal, which is good. But the thing that's striking me is there's not... Because we're just getting off the network here, there's not really space to have... I think we can do it with... Where are my upgraded... Yeah, all the trains are upgraded now, which is nice. We can have... Locomotive... Actually, can we do this with a one-way train is a question. I was going to do a larger train, because the coal we're thinking about is over here, and... Oh yeah, we can! It's fine. I mean, we might have to ask that demolisher nicely, and here's where we didn't ask nicely enough last time, but I think we've got space in here. Yeah, this other tungsten deposit that we secured, we are definitely going to have to do with the same kind of one-way train pattern as in here. Where could this fit, though? This front section... Okay, yeah, the rear entry, this last locomotive can be on the ramp. We don't need this much space. But we could... Can we... Yeah, because all of this lava around the outside, we can't do underground belts under that either. But... This is actually pretty good. This looks like we have a ton of space. We could put... the train station there. We are not in the demolisher territory, which is super nice. We can remember that we've got a hot bar with all the rail stuff on it, and I think that is going to be the plan, whereby we get... Yeah, we can do some minor spaghetti in here. So we've now got... Do we need that radar? Maybe we need that radar. Yeah, so we can have a plan to get more tungsten mining in here. But the thing I was thinking about... Oh yeah, we were checking whether or not we could just do... one-way coal trains, and I think we probably can. And then the thing I was talking myself into now is, instead of rejoining the main network here, we can have signal and then continue to run... Where can we get... Yeah, I would much rather run this in something that looks kind of like parallel, but I think we're going to run into... Yeah, okay, so we're not going that far. We are going to... But is this going to be enough? Because all I wanted was really space to put another 1 or 2 trains behind this one. We need to reserve 6 carriages. which means that one of the signals can go here, I believe, is what I was looking at. Yeah, 2 locomotives, 4 wagons, that's fine. And then this, actually, there might be space even here. Oh, actually, we could come off this way, couldn't we? We can't come off there. Okay, let's... No. Also no. Oh yeah, those close ones are never going to work. I don't think there are many good options there. Okay, so maybe you don't get to exist after all. And then we figure out how to get this. How far can we push this? Can we... Oh, maybe we can just, you know, depower the mining outpost. Push that a little further out the way. And put it there. Where is that signal that we were looking at? Oh, there's a ton of space now, isn't there? We can have a signal here, and yeah, regular signal in, and we can have this train station. Yeah, definitely enough space now. All of that is good. We've now got a kind of stacker leading into this train station for which we are going to allow 3 trains. Okay, we like that a whole lot. Somewhere we've also got a request rocket fuel logistics thing, which we are going to, yeah, hide under this overpass. This overpass is getting kind of annoying in a way that I'm fine with. It's just chaos. Oh, also, we're not making... We need to be putting... Yeah, we need to be putting several of these things in the logistics network in a way that we are currently not. So I think we make sure that we have... Do we want this at quality? Oh yeah, this is the mines not keeping up thing. We just need to get... I don't think these trains are going to block the other train from getting in because they use the overhead rail to go all the way around. But this is, yeah, what it looks like when we're not mining enough. I think we just need... Let's just get 2 stacks of the normal quality tungsten carbide. I think that's all we need right now, but I think in the future we will be... Actually, can we have it over here? We can, because this will allow us to grab other kinds of things as well, and then that can go on the network. And then we wanted that for foundries. Yes, we did in fact want that for foundries. And you know what else we wanted? We wanted stone, and we wanted things that... Here's a stone line. We're making poles. I'm trying to figure out if there's somewhere that we could also be making refineries. I think you're going to change to refineries. Just, I mean, maybe also only for a moment. And then you're also going to, yeah, get rid of your box, have some stone, have some more stone. We'll do this in a nasty way. It'll be fine. We can just have a whole lot of refineries at quality, and then the bots can build these refineries. We're going to need more refineries as well, probably over here, because we've also got... Yeah, this is why we want the coal station here, because this is a space that we can use for... Yeah, we've got coal here, we've got the additional top-up source of coal, so that even if we don't need all this much coal, we can just run this down not quite as quickly. And then we've also got somewhere... Oh yeah, right here. Here we've got acid, which is another thing that we need for all our chem plant stuff. Oh, we need calcite as well, which we happen to have here. Okay. I guess this is just going all the way around the base and it's going to be fine. All of this we can move to here. Is that where it already was? Maybe. Because we want to be able to go here, calcite on the left, so that we can continue to junk all the stone that we don't care about, but then we've also got half a belt of calcite. Is this the easiest way to get the calcite out? We could also just take a... We could just take a feed from the calcite here and run it up this way. I think I like that more, rather than going all the way around. Okay, in that case, you get to go back like this and just do the same thing. It's fine. Okay, do I have... Okay, we have some number of red splitters. It's fine. Here, why not? I think the other thing I'm enjoying about these big miners is that we can just run a bunch of stuff through the middle of the build in a way that's usually gross, and in this case still gross. Yeah, slide over a little bit. Okay, because all of this coal we can still just mine from underneath that belt. So, calcite? This was the calcite, wasn't it? Oh, this is a full belt of calcite. Okay. Sure. And then we've got... Yeah, so we need... Okay, let's... We're also not cracking any of this yet, and maybe we should be. Maybe we should get... Can we just... If we did the standard offsetting the... I think this is going to work. I think I like this. Oh yeah, because we never figured out how to put a beacon down here. We said we were going to put a beacon down there and then didn't. Yeah, we can have the somewhat standard just offset the cracking. Like so. Oh, because there's a power pole on the way. That's a good reason. We need that space for power poles now, thanks. But we're also just going to power it through the middle. And then this is also still... Actually, you guys are kicking out... If we beacon this the same, then these numbers end up the same, don't they? Like, if we have two non-beaconed ones, you kick out 30 oil in 2 seconds, and you use 30 oil in 2 seconds. So as long as we beacon these the same, which is what we wanted to do anyway, because we wanted to get some beacons on these guys as well. So we've got a source. So we've got one source of gas. We're going to need additional sources of gas. We have to spaghetti this through somehow as well. Sure. And then I think, because yeah, the next thing we're planning on doing is turning a whole pile of this into red chips, for which we, yeah, still need to plug in a bunch of stuff. So we're going to need a lot more plastic, is the theme. How are we going to get... I think this actually wants to go under... Okay, one of these want to go underground. I think we get this coal out. This one bumps. We put a splitter, say, here. And then we've got a place that we can pull this coal up. And we've got a place where we can do more of this again. With the acid that's still over here, which we are just still pulling out of the ground and is probably fine. All of that, yeah, I will be happier. If, and maybe we should have some recycling for some of these, if this just goes straight, and then weird aesthetic things we do like having. Pipes closer to full extension. Sure. Get some of... This is actually just like this thing right here is just a pattern that's working pretty well for us, isn't it? Let's grab these things like so. Flip that there, put it here, and then put it here a whole bunch. How much coal are you guys using? You probably use a lot of coal, right? Yeah, we are going to in fact need... Okay, but that was also kind of the plan, because we've also got the coal train station there. That's a thing we can worry about later as well. Where you're going to connect here. We've got the heavy oil out. We still have the heavy oil out. Calcite looking stuff. All this, these pipes in the middle are terrible. We're going to do that differently. Do you also need... I think we're going to double up on coal inserters. We might not need to double up on coal inserters, but we are going to double up on... Wait. We just doubled up on calcite inserters. And that's also the easier one that's going to be to... Yep, okay, fine. We're going to run this calcite underneath this coal belt. We're going to put both these things in opposite places. Things that continue to be fine. Clear all this belt off nice and fast. You guys get a pile of calcite. Yeah, you guys also get all this coal that I don't want. Why are you not connecting to... You know what? Whatever. You can do that. We can worry about unloading this later at some point. We now do not have... Oh, we don't have... We ran out of underground pipes. Because I don't actually think we have those in the mall. So that's kind of fun. And then, how much are we worried about? Okay, maybe we do actually go and do this other tungsten mining first. Oh no, there's a train, it's fine. And it also doesn't block these trains, so that's cool. Yeah, then figure out how to get this gas through here as well. Let's also, because we're here... How many more speed... We've only got 3 more speed 2 beacons, and I don't know that I have... Oh no, I've got another 50. It's fine. We can just continue to use exactly this pattern, and just go... Beacon... 2 beacons on each of you guys. Beacons over here as well. And then 1 more beacon... How much oil is this giving me out? Because the thing I've also not thought about is how much of this we actually need to keep the LDS and plastic plans running, but never mind. I think we're going to need more, aren't we? So this block of 4. Did we actually put things in the same place? Kind of, but not really. Because it wants to go here, yes, so that this guy gets 2 beacons. Okay. That is going to be the plan. We're going to need the pipes. We are going to need... I think with all these beacons here, the thing I'm talking myself into... oh yeah, we need to get water through here as well, don't we, for the cracking. And we've got water to here. So that's not too bad. So we can have water through to there, and we need to get these underground pipes as well. Do we need to get underground pipes? Give me this. Give me these. We have sorted the underground pipe problem. It's going to be fine for a little bit. And then... Oh yeah, this gas was the other thing we needed to figure out how to scroll through, wasn't it? Yeah, how could we put this inserter in a different place? We could put it, say, here. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And then we can go, hey, let's just have, you know, let's have another logistic box with a whole lot of refined concrete in it. That's a even responsible thing to be doing. Can we not have all of this in my inventory? Thanks. Because with that, we have a place where we can tangle yet another pipe through all of this in a way that I'm actually completely fine with. Could we go through here as well? Not easily. Not unless the water went down. I think I like that line more. Having just moved around those inserters to make space, but oh well. Yeah, I like this line slightly more because it keeps the conceptual silo position free, even though we moved all the silos, never mind. Okay, bunch of cracking, we're going to need, yeah, more of all of that. We have 1 feet of coal that I think is, I mean, how many are you? 1.39, and we've got 10 of these things, 13.9. We're still only using half a belt of coal. which is pretty nice. And maybe we could run all of these from the train. I don't know. But yeah, the thing I'm like, oh wait, we haven't powered these beacons on. Yeah, when we power these beacons on, we are going to have more than that. Where can we power these beacons on? We are now using... Yeah, we gave them 6... We gave each of these refineries 2 uncommon beacons with rare speed 2 modules, and we are now using 6 coal per second for each of 10 refineries. That is 2 red belts worth of coal, which I think I'm happy with, because I think all that means is we run this belt from the station. Yeah, we're happy with that. Let's actually, can we have... So if we do have a surplus, this guy can take from both. Okay, whatever. And then we've got the gas that we started to push through, but the gas actually needs to take... Can we even get gas? Oh, we can? Oh, because there's just multiple rail supports in the way there. Yeah, we can't have it overlapping with the water pipe, which is fine. Okay, give me more pipes. Yeah, let's just craft a couple more of these things. 25 regular pipes left, should be fine. Why don't we have... Oh, we don't have gas because we didn't connect this thing. So this is fine. Do we want tanks? I think we might want some tanks for stuff. That pipe does not make a difference, but I will feel better about it. Do we want some tanks for light oil? We can have a tank of light oil. Do we want a tank somewhere for heavy oil? I think we're probably going to be fine. Then I think we're just going to be cracking all of this stuff, right? And then I feel bad about not being able to fit. Like, this really does seem like a place where we want to be able to fit a beacon in here. How much coal are we using here? 4.6, 4.6. This is like 16. Yeah, so we will need a full red belt of coal if we were to beacon this harder. I was worried about using, like, I was thinking about using half a belt of coal and putting calcite on the other side of this belt, but I don't think it's going to work. Okay, moving on. Actually, not quite moving on. Copy a pattern for some heavy oil cracking and put it here. No, that's not a beacon range, is it? It's got to be here. Okay, so we've got chem plants. How fast are these things going? These are using 60 heavy oil per second, of which we need like 1 per 2 refineries. How many of these? 10? Okay. If we go 6 here, this I think is a pattern I'm pretty happy with, and then we've got to get the rest of these undergrounds in, and then the water is actually just here. And then we're going to need... We've lined these up weirdly, but whatever, it doesn't matter. We needed space for the other things anyway. Yeah, 60 oil, 60 and or 40 oil per second, which is... Okay, we're going to do another one. It's going to be fine. This is... Yeah, we've put those beacons in weird places, but also whatever. And then the space up here... We were going to do a very similar thing, except it won't quite work because the heavy oil is on the other side, but I think we can still do a thing. Because I wanted the beacons on this light oil cracking as well. How many have we got? 14, 7 on each side. Oh wait, we need more. we need 20% more on the light cracking because we have the productivity coming out of... Yep, okay, we need, yeah. You're currently only getting one beacon? You can have second beacon here. And then these we want to change to the gas recipe. I mean, we're closer to getting plastic online. We just haven't quite got plastic online yet. And then this one is a water pipe. This one over here is going to be a light oil pipe. And then have we made enough of a mess that we can no longer get the gas out? No, because we can run... Yeah, we can go like this. Yeah, put some power over here as well, thanks. So, we now are... Why are you guys running? Water? Oh, yeah. Because water on this planet, we actually need to make the water from steam. We're currently trying to get all of the water out of these two chem plants, which is only making 90 water per second, so that's not going to work. Sure. Because I'm pretty sure we've got more steam than we need down here. These guys are doing, yeah, thousands of steam per second. You guys can continue to do thousands of steam per second. It's going to be fine. You guys can also get a lot better at moving your water around. Do we not have... Oh, we don't quite have... this build doesn't need to exist anymore. Okay. We might get rid of that later, but not yet. Mostly because, you know, whatever. Oh, also, builds that we should do differently and get rid of. Why are these still regular miners? I guess because we've got a decent amount of calcite and we're not really using that much of it. I just wanted to check if it was moving before I said that, and it kind of is. Okay. Oh wait, this was the water, isn't it? That is the water that we are making there, and then we also, because we're a nice guy like this, gonna find... Do you guys want a rare beacon? Do you guys want some... Do you guys want double uncommon beacon rare speed modules to just be making a lot of water? And I'm like, we're not actually going to care how much water we've got. Is that true? I think what we're going to do is we're going to send this coal underground and put a tank here and just keep an eye on whether or not this fills up. It's going to be fine. We're not even super concerned about it. Oh wait, where is the other gas line? The other gas line is here. Okay, and then we've got one not fully integrated. Oh, this is probably fully using the coal, isn't it? And this is probably a full belt of coal, which means I think we want to go splitter here, splitter here. Not bother sideloading this properly, just do everything badly. And now we've got a place where, yeah, belt of gas, pipe of gas, additional pipe of gas. We can start making some plastic. I think we still want to be doing plastic with rare, or at least uncommon Prod Mod 2 bonuses, because we are still struggling for many of the things that we need. Yeah, it's still a struggle to get... Is it a struggle to get the water? I think it's a struggle to get the water and a struggle to get the coal. I think those are the things that we're actually worried about here. Should we also have a tank? Yeah, this is a much better place for a tank, isn't it? I like the idea of having a tank just not there. Here. That's a nice place for a tank. And then gas, should we? Yeah, we should also have a place that we're getting that as well. Okay. Do we want to compress this a little bit? Maybe. How are we getting the LDS? Is Logibots? Is Logibots how we're getting the LDS over there? It might be. Oh well. Let's just. Yeah, these guys are. We're gonna figure this out. I was gonna say we're gonna figure it out later, but it's kind of time to figure this out now. More? How much of these we're kicking out, depending on how much we beaconed, either 36 or 28 plastic. And these nominally will be using 20, but I think we're going to beacon this again in a position where we can think about having 2 beacons on each plastic thing. But I think we only give these... okay, fine. We're only going to give these speed module... uncommon speed modules rather than rare speed modules, because I think we're still going to struggle with the amount of stuff we're trying to get out. Can we... is that going to be a good pattern? Okay, we need to plug in all of this stuff to find out what these rates are going to be. These are kicking out 6 and 12. So 3 of these might be half a red belt. Maybe we should be using bulk inserters. Never mind. We're not going to do that. We're just going to, yeah, hack all of this into place. Plastic is happening. Where's the other gas? I did actually want to pump... Is there a place that... There is a place that we can fit a pump in here. Because I would rather these 2 gas networks didn't really get in each other's way. So this is fine. Let's move these around a bit. And yeah, now we have plastic. I said this was half a red belt of plastic, wasn't it? Oh yeah, and then... yeah. Okay. These guys are boosting... some of them, and then... here is a position we can boost the others, which is fine. And then... is it fine? I think this needs to go here. Yeah, sure. Because we wanted to be able to get this... it's not quite fine, is it? Can we can actually move this bit down by 1 either. Because we wanted these 3 to be doing the other half belt, although... 3, 4... okay, so this is going to be... these 3 are not going to be fully utilized. Oh, well, is where we're going with that. If I give you... you're on the same side. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, I guess you get... a bulk... whoa, let's not do that. That's extremely silly. If we gave you... 2 inserters here, there's not... yeah, there's also, yeah, not quite enough space to be doing that thing. Okay. Not happy with that, never mind. Oh, and then also... you probably do want to move down by 1 so that we can put this power pole in here, because we need to be able to get all of... I mean, we could also, yeah, things that we said we could do with bulk inserters. Are we happy with that? I don't think I'm happy with that, but we're getting maybe a red belt of plastic out. What is this? This is... why are we not getting that much acid? Are we just... grid is fine. Oh, we are in fact just blasting the acid we're getting from this patch. And there are a couple more geysers. I think that also means we just go and connect this patch. Because we've got another... this used to be 9,000. Sorry, this used to be 6 and a bit thousand. Yeah, so I think we just go and pull this down. I think we... did we... where are my pump jack automation? I'm pretty sure we... yeah, we set up this recycling so that we are only getting uncommon and rare pump jacks, so that's going to make things better. That's the thing we can go and set up later. I would really like to get... What do we need to do to get the LDS online? It's not much, is it? We want to get this set of recyclers, flip it and drop them here. So now we've got a way of venting this stone from this copper. We need to get this calcite. Yes, it's all going to be ugly, isn't it? Are we just resigned to it being ugly? Yes, I think is the answer to that. I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, there's not enough space to put a splitter on the other side. Oh well. Yeah, sure, cool. That's also... Yeah, things that are gross. Move these down by one. Was there... Oh, I just did it in a gross way elsewhere. But also we might need to, because I don't know that these are going to span from here to... Yep, okay. Undo that again. Have all of these things in gross positions. Thank you. We need to connect this with power as well. And then we do actually need the iron and the copper coming out of this kind of bus arrangement. We've got a fluid bus. Yeah, because we're connecting the copper through here to all of these coils making things, but we did also want to find a way to connect the iron to this one, and the iron is incorrect. Get rid of all of that iron. This wants to be the copper. Yeah, and then another splitter, please. Here? Yeah, sure. And then what are we throwing away here? We're throwing, yeah, we're doing the same thing of throwing away all the stone, which is completely fine. So we're getting calcite in. We should be able to get some copper in here soon. Yeah, molten copper. We'll throw away everything else. That's pretty fine. So now we've got copper. Oh, we've also got all of these coil assemblers running. That's pretty exciting. We want to save some of that stone, but I don't think we want to bother saving the stone yet. And then, yeah, here was the spot that I realized we are kind of bussing in a strange sense, the iron, which is fine. So yeah, molten iron, molten copper, several of these dudes working. Grid is still probably fine. We're starting to hit it pretty good. Okay, and then how much do we want to make LDS at a rate of a full red belt of plastic? I don't think we do. I think we said... I mean, if we've got potentially 4 red belts of coils, which means we would potentially need two red belts of plastic, but I think I'm going to think about those ratios a bit more. This is going to be... cue the actual thing we want. This is going to be module upgrade town. Oh, we've got acid over here as well, which is excellent. We need that. We're going to do red chips. We're going to do some quality things as well. We're going to do some blue chips with some quality things. We're going to have to figure out ratios for speed. I think probably we aim for rare quality module 2s, because that's a thing we can build, and then we're going to have... Where are recyclers? Can we just queue a recycler? Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of recycling for all of this kind of stuff. So that's going to be this whole area. It's going to be a mess. We're going to have to figure out what we're doing there. And then how much low density structure do I actually want? And do we also just prod mod this? Because, you know, we could. Can we also just... Can we take this here? And if we had... Can we reuse the same beacons? Do we want to reuse the same beacons? If we had... say one here, and one here. This guy is making me an LDS a second. Am I happy with that? I think we're happy with that. Okay, that might have just all got a bunch easier then. Yeah, you take some stuff. You take some stuff. This can run through, power it on, and then this fluid bus can just connect like so. This wants to disappear, and we can, you know, have this go around a corner. This is coming together better than I expected, which is kind of weird. And then this one is... do we even want to do that? Are we going to spaghetti it through? Because we're already just requesting it. I think we don't even bother with this. And I think we just drop to provider chests. I think that's all we do. And then this one is copper. This one is iron. Yeah, we have automated LDS. We have automated LDS at the rate of... Why are you getting... Oh, because you're getting 3 beacons. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're building rockets. We are... Wait, at one point... We're making 2.5 LDS every second. So we are launching rockets less than one every less than a minute. Okay, cool, fine. Yeah, so we've automated that. I don't think... Oh yeah, I also wanted... I do want a gas tank here. This is probably going to be full all the time because we're pumping into it from both networks, but I do kind of want to just have a way of keeping an eye on whether or not we are fully utilizing all of this gas or not, and whether we need to crack more. Does look like... Okay, we can actually tell. Because we don't know whether or not we're emptying out this gas, and so this is just... Okay, it looks like we are cracking and using all of this somewhat responsibly. Okay, fine. We're going to presume that's done for a while. We are going to go and, yeah, just get some miners on this dude. Okay, so we've set up this smelting, so we're using the beacon a little bit better, getting a lot more gears out, that's nice. Reorganized this beacon, so we're getting a little more cracking going. I think we're still going to struggle for gas, but we don't have to worry about that for a bit. Yeah, time to go to Novice. Let's set up a bunch of requests. Where's... human. Human is who we want. We want a new group? Sure. Where's the stuff? Okay, I'm going to have to figure out something else to do for a bit while we're launching all these rockets to take all this stuff up. We have a lot of science. Yeah, loading rockets, I guess. In fact, we might just do all of Novice in montage, because we have in orbit a large amount of lava science packs of, yeah, any quality. Do that just fine. Then put it on the belt, and we should be able to get that in. Okay, great. Where is Human? Because you got the stuff, right? Do we want all these mining drills here? Yeah, sure, why not? This is still inside Roboport range, so my bots are going to do some of this, but then not the rest of it. Oh, well. Yes, we'll just make bot lives worse. That station does not need to exist. And then these chain signals don't either. Cool, making all of that easier. We don't have cliff explosives yet. Let's actually, yeah, let's go to three efficiency modules. We are being responsible on this planet. This is apparently a planet that cares about it. Oh yeah, because the requests are still active. So I was minding my own business, sorting out the calcite for the new smelting, and then started to hear a particular noise, so I guess we're recording again. Let's find some guns, let's find some bullets. Here's some bullets. Here's some more bullets. Yeah, when I was putting down a bunch more power grid, we've got some more turbines, we've got some more solar. Solar went down here because it seemed like a good idea, and then, you know, ignoring the central mechanic of this entire world, oh wait, bots. I accidentally put some solar panels in, yeah, in a place where a demolisher was having a go at them, so let's not do that. Wait, was that New Greg? Yeah, so I'm slightly concerned we've accidentally just baited and killed our good friend New Greg. Oh well, never mind. We've also called Future over here to do a bunch of science taxi things, so all that's going to go up. The platform automation stuff is still not a thing I think I've done super well. Coal we're going to need soon, because we're going to, yeah, figure out how to turn a bunch of this plastic. Actually, where are we starting? We've got green chips, we've got another belt of green chips. The recyclers are probably going to be further up here. I also need to think about how much of this we want, and then also where, and can we just run... That actually aligns it pretty well, doesn't it? Could we also do something like stack insertions on here and then just run this straight through? Maybe. I think that's going to work. And then we can have plastic on this belt. We want another belt, I guess, here. But then... Oh, we do have a bunch of space before... This would mean there would be another belt on the inside of... If we want other things like so, then... Yeah, we kind of want that on the inside of this belt as well, don't we? Because it does strike me that we might want quite a few of these red chip assemblers, because yeah, we're going to spread out the modules because I don't think we have enough yet, and we kind of want to work on upgrading them. If we do a moduling like this, we are using 0.5 plastic per second, and this is going to be the only thing in this build that uses plastic, and we are looking at having what, maybe 60 plastic, so we could have maybe 120 assemblers on red chips here, which is like, that's a lot. So maybe we don't actually worry about the outside ones yet. Maybe we clutch that in later. Maybe we worry about figuring out how... Yeah, because we're also going to have coils here, yeah? And then these are also going to continue to jump through to the other green chips, and then we're going to be able to copy and paste all of this. So if we have... Should we start? Yeah, let's start just one away. And I still need to do the math on how many of these I want. But I think we've got 4 lanes of coils. We can have 5 lanes of coils. And having done that, we can have up to 20... We can have up to like 24 or something on each of... Yeah, that's still a lot. I don't know if I want that many. Like, what does this look like? 12? Oh wait, but we've got this other side as well. Except they're also... We need to be putting it around these green chips, but we were going to do that later anyway. Okay, how many is 8? If we get rid of these ones... And then we also want to figure out how to get... Oh, the blue chips are kind of nice, aren't they? Because we can have... I mean, yes, we're going to be moduling all of these as well, but the way they put the acid through means that we can just figure out how many of these we want and then bang them in, which is going to be nice. And then also, yeah, start with... We're here maybe for module 1s, and we're going to start with quality. We are eventually going to want a lot of different things. We're going to want the quality, and then actually the coils only need to get this far, and then we are operating with these 2 belts, because these will have the red chips. And then this is a little more compressed than we realized, isn't it? Because... Does the output want to be on the other side? Do we want to go like this instead? Because if we are continuing this pattern, we have the belt of plastic right here. So, yeah. Layout things be fine. And then I think for the last... Yeah, I think we can do... I think this is going to work out somewhat fine. Actually, just take this much of this thing. These 2 can insert. This is lined up with this coils, which is nice. And then, like, I guess I could also use half of the other half of this belt for red chips, but we've also then got this other output belt for the red chips, so I'm not super concerned about that. Plastic coils. And then I was talking myself into... Yeah, I need to figure out how many of those we want. But the idea of this was... yeah, take this thing and keep going twice. Except that the last time, we're just going to have a splitter here. Delete this top thing. Delete... that thing, and if we aren't actually, yeah, that's a good point. If we aren't sharing anything else on this plastic belt, then we can just distribute this in this way. I think I like that layout quite a bit. And then we've got to get green chips in, and actually if we are... The thing we will need to worry about is having equal numbers of blue chips and modules assemblers on both sides of the belt as well, because some of the green chips are down here. And then also, yeah, some of the green chips are down there. Some of them are in the middle. We want to balance that. Okay, let's get some inserters in here, and so we can also get some power grid in and see how all of that's going to work. Yeah, how many? You're also just... Oh yeah, because we can't speed beacon these, we aren't really going to have inserter problems at all. So that is super nice. Yeah, some of these in... this way around. Cool. So that's a plan we like, and then flip it. Did we flip it? We did not flip it. That is nearly correctly flipped, except that this bit wants to grab green chips from here and put things on this belt. And then could we actually, and I think we can... Yeah, we're gonna move these around a little more so they are... Actually, are they more practically power poled if they're like that? Yes, they can reach. Okay. So this is going to be the general layout. We're going to put a bunch of helpful stuff on this belt. We are going to figure out how many reds and blues and modules we want. And then somewhere up here, we're kind of running out of space, but I think we're probably fine. This belt is just going to turn into sushi. And we're going to get, yeah, a whole pile of this stuff out the way. Thanks, bots, don't get burnt. And we're going to do more quality module upgrade stuff over here. But I think we worry about that after figuring out the ratios of exactly how many of these we want, and then building all of this, and then also making sure that we've got, yeah, bot support in here as well. That'll be a thing we need. Get another one of these guys over here. What's this? Oh, this is the output belt. Output belt. Other output belt. We should have bots turning up to... Yeah, there we go. We have decided on some ratios, and we actually upgraded some belt to blue as well. These guys are moduled differently now. We're not using much over a red belt, but also all this blue belt was made from free Falgoran gears, so whatever. Let's turn this on to make a mess and demonstrate a thing. Yeah, we ended up going with 11 electromags on red chips, and then stopping those red inputs, and then having a separate output belt for all the non-red chip stuff for reasons we're going to see because we turn the plastic on. 4 on modules on either side, and yeah, we've got the same thing either side because that just makes it easier to deal with. Half a belt on this side and then a middle kind of shared belt of stuff, and then another half belt of green chips on the other side. And yeah, 4 on modules, 3 on blue chips, 2 on module upgrades, and then yeah, this took a bit of space. We're running out of space here, and then we want a belt that's kind of here, I believe. And all these things are going to sushi onto that belt, and we're going to take more stuff from it, and we are going to have some problems. I thought we were... Oh yeah, we should also connect the acid, really, shouldn't we? Yeah, okay, this is... We're going to get enough plastic through there to demonstrate the failure mode that I wanted to talk about, but we also just need to get the acid not there. At a place where it actually connects. Isn't there? Yeah, we had refineries down here. That lines up pretty nicely. That's somewhat accidental, so now we've got that running. Getting in the way of our coal station a bit, but that was always a thing we were making worse as well. And yeah, this is the reason why we put all of the other stuff on a separate belt to the red chips. First of all, the red chips are already sushi because we've got quality in here as well. We've got a variety of qualities. But also, when this backs up, it backs up into the red chips. And if all of these other things were on the same belt, then the red chips would block all of them, and then they wouldn't be able to get to run, and then the red chips would run past and it would never clear itself. Whereas, with this setup, we can probably circuit control these, but we'll just delete them for the moment, and then make sure that this central belt gets out with priority, which will help tidy everything up again. And so, yeah, I mean, there are We could have put quality in the green chips or in these plates and trying to be dealing with that. However, then we've got to deal with quality inputs into the red chips and then splitting those splitting those quality green chips between the blue chips and the other things that need them, which is a little bit annoying. Then we need, I did want, then we've got to figure out the recycling plan, which is also going to be a mess. Is there space here? How far does it goes to just here? Okay. I think we're okay with that. What I was thinking about is having a whole pile of recyclers here and immediately recycling off some stuff, because we don't actually want uncommon tier 1 quality modules. What we want are rare tier 2 quality modules. And so I think we're just going to start. Also, do we actually want to, maybe we don't. Maybe we want to run this the other way, because this is kind of like first recycling pass. Attempting to keep this simple also might not work, but this is simpler than trying to separate a bunch of red and green chips into other sources. But one of the things that I want to do, I just noticed we've got a double power pile down there. Why? Okay, that's fine. One of the things that we're going to attempt to do in the name of simplicity is, if we've got a plan, we can just have more of this stuff. Where does this go? Here? And then also here? Nope, not there. Line it up with the undergrounds down the bottom. That's much better. And this the blue belt only runs to about this far, and then after that we don't need quite so many green chips. And other things we wanted to include, a number of these need to be prod mods. We want prod mods right out the gate as well. And I think we're going to definitely, I think we're going to try and keep individual blocks to particular types of circuits. I also don't think we have, having enough electromags for this whole thing at the same time might be a bit of an issue, which is why Grondolf is still over on Fulgora picking up a ton of these things, but also I think Fulgora has, where is it over here? The other reason why Grondolf was waiting over here is because we've just got to 22 rare Tesla turrets. These have been taking a while because, they're kind of slow. We've got to wait for all this stuff. 10 per rocket capacity, so we've now got enough for 2 rockets worth, which means that Grondolf can, we'll just throw it in this request block as well. Why not? 20 of these things. Grondolf is also, you know what? Bring more recyclers. We might want more recyclers. And then do we have available on the planet another 700? So you're 300, not enough to fill rockets. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Quality module tier 2s, get yourself another 200 of those as well. Because I think we might oh wait, these are correct planet. Also Falgora, please. I was kind of hoping that we would get to the purple and yellow, the purple and military science today as well, with the rest of the stone coming out of this thing. But we are probably just going to be juggling this for a while, because the whole, nice to have a bunch of mixed build stuff kicking a whole lot of processing out. What would also be nice is to have the recycling plan to actually deal with all this stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. We want some prod mods. Prod mods are great. Another thing we want over here once we've done that are the prod mod 2s. That's kind of, we actually don't want, we wanted rare prod mod 1s to start with, didn't we? But we're getting some surplus of prod mods out of this anyway. Okay, I think that's fine. And then over here I wanted to design an inserter to figure out what we were just going to immediately recycle. And I think we want any common quality module 1s, uncommon quality modules 1s we can have a swing at upgrading. I think any uncommon quality 2s we also want to just immediately grab because we got to recycle those as well. Prod mod 1s, yeah, I think same thing. I think we can have another swing at actually these want to be less than rare. Yeah. So module 1s we can have, we just want to trash, but uncommon module 1s we can have another swing at upgrading into rare 2s, and then anything that's less than a rare 2 for either of the types. Yeah, that's this thing here is the inserter that we want to have in many places. Are we powering all of these? We've got more power poles than we need at the top of this thing. Sure, whatever. Okay, but then have we actually powered all of... Where will all of these go? Because, like, this one here might not be powered. And this one here also might not be powered. Okay, fine. Yeah, get all these guys running. And, yeah, issues with this include... Oh, do we not actually have... Yeah, we're waiting for Grundolf. That's a pretty big deal because are you ready? Are we? We've got all of these things. We are waiting for rockets to arrive, and we're going to get a bunch of quality. Are we? Let's just pump this up to 300. Because, I mean, we can just pile these back into the recycling thing again. Yeah, we kind of need to get this over here. But yeah, they're planning the process for these recyclers. Because yeah, this is, I mean, going to continue to look backed up for a while, but never mind. We got the acid in, we've got to, yeah, so these modules we just want to immediately attempt to process better, and then this belt here is a place where we can attempt to process those again, and I think we're going to have another belt coming back this way because we've got, yes, secondary swing for a lot of these modules. Like I don't want to have the module ones because we're trying to upgrade all of this stuff again as well, and we're going to have to upgrade a bunch of blue chips somewhere too, which is a good reason to have all this acid floating around. But I think we are going to need to attempt to make both of these again somewhere, although the ratio we've currently got, and we're probably changing this ratio later, is we've got 2 lots of quality modules to 1 of prod mods, and then we're going to want several of these, but then we're also going to want some at uncommon quality because we're going to get the uncommons out. And then same thing with prod mods. How many more of these do I want? Yeah, because we're also doing the same with... We got a bit of space, okay. I think in that case we can do the rares here as well, but I don't know if we're going to need 2 on rare. Something like this, and then these guys also on rare prod mod 1s. Because we're going to get some stuff out of these recyclers as well. And then I think that's as far as we want to take it on one side. And then maybe we have a couple of other recyclers here to catch some of the rest of the stuff. Okay, 1 more recycler it looks like. Yeah, and then on the other side we've got to do more stuff as well, because we've also got all the prod mod 2s to try to process. And they're going to be stealing red and green chips and other prod mods from each other. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, because we're going to need... And I'm trying to space out the quality and product... Yeah, the quality and productivity modules so that we don't just get all the red chips turned into one version of these and then none of the blue chips turned into the other. But, you know, maybe this works out. Are we going to do... We probably are. We probably have to do full quality spread of the others as well for, you know, other things that will break as soon as we unlock epic quality. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, this one was the Wait, I just did that with... Yeah, we got to get all these qualities right, otherwise stuff won't work, and it's going to be a case of kind of spinning plates in a bit of a disastrous way for a while, and then these ones want to be... Yeah, rare versions of the same is... Where's Gondolf at? Are you getting all your stuff? Waiting for rockets to arrive. I think we do a bit of a break until we get Gondolf over here and we get the rest of these things. Actually, maybe let's do these inserters. It's going to be pretty straightforward. You guys just get stuff and move it through. I would copy these, except we've got a bunch of recipes around the place, which is going to be a little bit annoying. And then you guys are going to grab from the same belt power, and then... This is just how we're going to grab things from this kind of sushi. Do we just dump this back on? No, this belt... Actually, this does need to go around, doesn't it? It does need to go around, but then we also need to be pulling off things that we are happy with onto... Back onto... Yeah, maybe even down... Do we have some long-handed inserters? Maybe even down here. Something like this, where these guys are looking for... Will we ever have rare module 1s? I don't think we're ever going to have... I don't think we're, like, one of the things we're happy with are rare prod mod 1s, so I think we're not actually, whereas we don't want any rare quality module 1s, so I think we just do this. Yeah, we want to be able to pull out rare module 1s, and also rare module 2s, and also rare quality module 2s. But actually, we then need to continue to reprocess. Yeah, we need to get the other things. If any of the modules aren't of these types, because we're going to have, you know, another recycling system over here, and we actually need to be recycling these things as well in a way that continues within the loop. So, oh, maybe that's what we do down here, because we're not going to have... We're going to have some of these things on the belt, aren't we? But if we grab... Oh yeah, and then make sure those are all the same. If we... Yeah, and this will kind of fit in a weird way. These are the same kinds of things that we do not wish to preserve. Sucks to be those guys. Yeah, this is going to be more or less the plan, kind of. Why are you not... Did we not... Oh, because we actually wanted to, yeah, make sure this bit was powered. Okay. Yeah, we got to get Grundorf over here. Got to get the rest of these electromag plants. And then, yeah, we're currently not... Let's put a bit of plastic through this in a way that will jam everything up, and then we can also test as to whether or not we're recovering from things. Yeah, where's Grundorf? Yeah, so Grundorf is now in orbit, and we can tell that because it's doing a bunch of science request stuff, and so the Logibots are pulling all of these out. We don't have a whole lot of Logibots, and that's why we moved the chest real close. But this does mean that we will be able to call down all of the electromags to get the rest of this built. And yeah, we did turn off the plastic again, because yeah, this is a mess, and I'm changing my mind about how some of this stuff is going to work. So first of all, we moved all the recyclers for this stuff over to one side, because this means that everyone will get to be able to swing at the things coming out of the first line of recyclers before they get recycled again. And then I decided I needed more module processing, because we could potentially be having a lot of stuff coming out of, you know, the other two lanes of this stuff. And then also changed my mind about how all of this is going to work. And also these filters. Like, I think we just want to be filtering out all of the normal stuff for the recycling at this pass. Equals. because we still have a pile of uncommon and rare blue chips coming out. We have uncommon and rare red chips coming out on this belt somewhere if they were not such of a mess, yeah. And we've got to combine those with these other modules. So if we can just upgrade all the normal stuff on the first pass, and all of these filters are going to change when we make other kinds of modules, because, you know, spoilers, these aren't the modules we really want to be making. The modules we really want to be making are the speed module 3s, which have the tungsten carbide in them. This is the only planet where, well, okay, this is not the only planet, this is the easiest planet to do this on, because we got the tungsten carbide, but I think we have all of the uncommon processing coming out here, and then these, yeah, more of these as well, except that, can we have, yeah, because there was a bunch of other stuff we wanted in here as well. I think the first thing we want to remember is that somewhere we want basic red chips, because we are going to be doing purple science things somewhere. And then we also want basic blue chips, because we also need to be doing silo stuff somewhere. So those guys can just, like, you know, whatever, keep doing that, it's fine. Then also, rare prod mod 1s were just straight up an output that we wanted. So some number of those, sure. I don't think we're going to have the other red and blue chips going through here to upgrade them all to Prod Mod 2s, which is a shame, because Prod Mod 2s were one of the other things, rare Prod Mod 2s were just one of the things we wanted, and then the other thing that we just want are rare quality module 2s. And then these two inserters, I think, look for uncommon versions of all the stuff. Yeah, quality module uncommon, prod mod uncommon. We actually didn't set the commonality, the uncommonness on this one, did we? We missed. Cool. So, a bunch of uncommon stuff, and then these things are the things that can. This is actually going to. Maybe we should do this down here, because the uncommon, yeah, the pulling off the uncommon module 1s means that these module upgrades won't be seeing as many of, yeah, we'll end up with not enough, we'll end up with weird numbers of chips. Yeah, okay, maybe we are doing that differently, but we do also want some roboports around here, because we've got to get these guys in the network. Let's have another one over here. We're not going to need the radar. Let's get over to Grundolf and say, hey Grundolf, I heard you had a pile of electromags, and we'll need the recyclers. Please also send all the quality modules. And then also the Tesla turrets. I don't think we're going to get around to fighting a dude today. I mean, we already have Fort 1. Sorry, Greg. New Greg. But yeah, get all these things in here, process this out. Yeah, because the other thing, I think we want to get rid of all of these, because I think we need to also manage some rates. In particular, one of the things we need to do if we are upgrading all these modules is we need to get, first of all, yeah, we need the red chips in here as well, except, as you can see, when things back up, the red chips dominate everything else. And so we also want to, yeah, part of the plan here is to be able to prioritize these belts, which are also taking away a lot of the red chips, which will make everything flow better. So, and then I think we've probably got to use a power pole through the middle of this thing. The plan here is going to be, we read all the belts, and then we only put red chips in if red chips are less than, say, 20. That's actually, I mean, that's still a lot, isn't it? 10? Do we only have 10 red chips on this whole belt, and the rest of them are quality red chips? Okay, that's going to be an interesting issue as well. Not one that, I mean, that was one of the things we knew we were dealing with. Is this a red chips line? This is the red chips line. We just cut off the plastic to it, which was entirely the plan. Yeah, make sure we are halting all these belts so that we can unclog this machine if anything ever clogs. These guys have all... Yeah, we're just doing a bunch of upgrades, and then... Yeah, the other thing we need to do is we need an upgrade planner that says... Upgrade planner. Upgrade from normal quality to uncommon... let's just go directly to rare on both. Not the best way of doing things, but fine, whatever. We do need to get these upgrades in, because, first of all, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, these guys missing their upgrades is a bit sad, but then also I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we have 50 uncommon quality modules anyway, and I think the things that's going to need these modules first are actually the recyclers, because they're going to be running the whole time. We do want, and then I think one of the other quirks is we're going to not want to upgrade the red chips quality modules. We're going to need, yeah, because all of these other subsequent machines are taking normal red chips, and so the red chips on the belt, as we saw, mostly at quality. But I think that also means that the other thing we need down here, in addition to the quality loop, is a whole lot of blue chip upgrades, which means we want to do something like, but then the other quirk is we're not necessarily, like, these might be pulling off some, but not necessarily all of the tier 1 modules, tier 1 quality modules. Do we also not have... We also just not having... Just straight up not having the quality modules for some of these recyclers is going to be a pain. So let's get all of those in there, and then also in this same upgrade planner, do module 1s of any quality into... Yeah, let's just go to Rare Module 2. This is also going to be pretty bad. We're going to be waiting on kicking out a lot of these things, but never mind. Yeah, because we've got to get into this machine. All blue chips of uncommon quality? I think we just want to be taking... Because we've got uncommon modules coming out of here. I think at this stage, we just want blue chips of normal quality to get in these recyclers. But the other thing I'm thinking about is we get so many green chips out of recycling blue chips that this is not necessarily a good plan. At least doing this just like on a belt. Are we still doing this on a belt? How many... Because we've got the blue chips. Some of them are going directly into upgrades. Others are going directly into the silo. How many more blue chip assemblers do we need here? And I think we're just going to go... you know what? All... where can you fit? I think we're just going to attempt to immediately upgrade all of the blue chips. Do we have... We could still have some amount of normal stuff falling through if all these recyclers are busy, aren't they? Especially, I guess all of... Now, the modules are coming here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recyclers swinging at them. Maybe? I think we... Let's just do a thing where we make this worse, and we say... Actually, no, we can't just filter off normal quality things there, can we? Because we've got to get all of this normal quality stuff. Okay, sure, whatever. Making this worse. Let's do a nice simple thing that will be functional, he said, and then made a disaster. Can we have... And yes, we can. Horizontally flip that, put it here, get some acid in. That's pretty straightforward. Have yourself... onto the same belt, onto a different belt, or onto a completely separate belt. Because the idea here is we're going to just have a whole lot of blue chip processing. And then I think this also still needs to be an underground, doesn't it? Or at least we need to go all the way around this loop again. Because we don't know whether or not when we do this we're actually getting the stuff we want. Oh, and then also, you know what else we need with some reasonable... We actually need several of these, don't we? I think we've got to put it over here then. Lots of blue chips, some of them coming out, most of them coming out with quality. Yeah, I think a lot of them are going to end up here. Because we definitely want some with rare. But the thing I'm talking myself into is we actually want a lot more of these things as well. But that's somewhat easy to manage, maybe. Put it here. And then do we just... I mean, we could just dump it on this belt. The other issue with sideloading this stuff is that we are going to be rate limited. We are going down to half a belt here, even though we've kind of pulled a bunch of stuff off. And maybe that... Here, maybe is basically where I'm going with that. Do I still have... I still have a bunch of these modules as well, which we can upgrade. Then we need to swing this same upgrade planner over all this stuff. Sure, and then, yeah, this does mean that we can just put all this stuff back on the same belt, which is nice. What are you doing? How are you getting stuff? I guess you're getting stuff like this. But this is going to put all of the green chips on the belt at the same time as well, which is not what we want. We want to go, here's a thing that puts blue chips of any quality on one side, and everything else we just continue to spiral around. Yeah, this is going to be fine, isn't it? There's going to be no downsides to juggling this from remote view in different places when we're trying to be more functional and doing other things. But anyway, the other thing we wanted is a lot of this at normal quality. Do we want to pull off... Maybe we want to be doing some amount of this at uncommon quality as well, but we are going to want some of these to be blue chips at uncommon. And then some of these, we've got acid, yeah, we do have acid. Blue chips at rare, because... Did I not set you at blue chips at rare? Did I do the thing where I clicked a thing and then didn't click the other thing? Lots of normal, some rare, this is fine. Can we just check that? Because I also am somewhat worried about belt capacity. We can put this one on the inside, and then these guys are always going to have space to put things. And then all of this is... Yeah, okay. So now we should have... yeah, you get upgrades as well. Where's my... Okay. So now we've got blue chips of uncommon... Yeah, we're getting some through. There might be some times where these guys miss, so we might have a random amount of blue chips at quality, a random amount of red chips at quality, because some of them are still falling out here. We're not doing anything else with common red chips. Some amount of modules at quality, and some amount of other... Yeah, okay, sure. This is an ongoing disaster, but I think we're in the position where we should have a variety of uncommon modules. You know what else we actually want to trash here? We want to recycle uncommon module 2s. Because this is the point... Yeah, I think I am talking myself into... can we have... Oh wow, this fits. Are we really going to go with this? I think we're going to go with this. we want... this is not where we decide what we want. Down here is where we decide what we want. We want module 2s of uncommon quality, please. Yes, and then get the other modules of uncommon quality, and you know what? If we are eventually doing this with all the kinds of modules, we're just going to throw speed modules of uncommon quality here as well. Are we ever... I don't think we're ever upgrading efficiency modules, are we? I mean, saying that out loud probably guarantees that we are, but whatever. And then also, yeah, use the rest of these. Use the rest of these. So, can we fit another couple in? That lines up too well. Dislike. Okay, so... I don't know how many of these we need, but this is also some... I think this is going to be one of the things of, like, make this run, worry about other things later. So now we've got a way to recycle all the uncommon quality 2 modules, and so what we need down here is... Do we have... We're not making module 1s down here because we didn't give ourselves green chips. We don't have to deal with uncommon things. Well, no, we don't have to deal with common things because they've also been somewhat processed, though not necessarily. And then we also don't have to deal with... Maybe we could actually... Let's get these 3, which are absolutely also still things we care about. Just having at all, because some of them could fall out of this mixed build as well. So I'm talking myself into the realization that the only thing we need down here are a whole bunch of module 2s at uncommon quality. So yeah, we're going to do the same thing where we mix up the order in which we make these, so that no one of these is getting all the resources, but also then we are low on these quality 2 modules. We should be using the quality 2 modules. Yeah, we should be using the uncommon quality 2 modules that are coming out of this instead of... We do have... Do we have a pile of regular... We have another 274. Okay. In that case... from the map... wait, no, we've got to... Because some of these are already upgrade planned into other things, aren't they? Yeah. And it also won't automatically downgrade. Cool, okay, never mind. Things we... I think the plan of this is going to be... Let's try to get a thing online and then not worry about it. Can we also have... We can... Okay. Then we've got... Not a very... Like, this does not feel like a good plan. But it does feel like a part of a plan. Yeah. Thing is, this also needs to all go around in a loop because we're getting different kinds of stuff. And then, yeah. Quality Module 1, all of these things. Find the upgrade planner that turned these into just Quality Module 2s, because it turns out we still have a lot of Quality Module 2s. Okay, and then we just have to deal with, oh yeah, this huge surplus of red chips. But we've also... Yeah, we've also shut this plastic down, so all of this is... I kind of just want to put everything else in a whole lot of boxes. And just see if this works. And, okay, more specifically, see why this doesn't work. And then reconnect this plastic. This is fine, normal things. Did we... Oh yeah, all of... Because there was a thing down I was going to do down here, isn't it? All of these output belts don't need to exist as far as they do. But also, if I've got some blue belt, this will help the stack inserters get the plastic into the build better, which probably doesn't matter. Mostly I just want to see this run and see if when we are actually processing this stuff out, because when stuff is backed up, none of these filters see what they need to, and so nothing runs and everything just kind of stops. Whereas when things are somewhat running, the amount of stuff turning up out of the ends of these builds is significantly smaller. It's just like a couple of red chips at a time, which also probably means that, you know, give me all of this stuff. And then, oh yeah, some of these are going to need to be rare, aren't they? In fact, let's have... Did we do this one around? Oh, we did 2 of each. And we want to do 3 of something like this, you know, whatever. And then these also want to be Prod Mod 2s at rare quality. And quality module 2s at rare quality. Are we... Did you guys get... Yeah, these I don't want. These I don't want. Oh, also... Oh, yes, it's fine if these are giving us the normal stuff back, because we are... Yeah, we're leaking a lot of blue and red chips, which is... You can't be normal blue and red chips. They are not normal blue and red chips. They are quality... Okay, some of them are normal red chips. Some of them, yeah, the number of blue chips we're getting out, also not great. I think another thing we want to do with all of these red chips falling out, this is one of the products I was expecting to fall out the bottom, and I think we want to do another thing like this. With, you guys all have acid, don't you? Yeah, you're just waiting on stuff. Do I have... Oh, I've got a pile of stuff. And then you guys are just waiting on... Cool. This is just mostly just... I mean, this is quite possibly going to mess up all of the recycling ratios, because the things on this belt would otherwise have been the correct ratios of red and green chips as far as they were coming out of the recyclers, and they might not be now. But we have some quality Prod Mods 1s, which is cool. We don't have any rare... I mean, the fact that this is all working is A, nice, and B, horrifying. Sure. I mean, there's still... Yeah, all of these things are upgrade planner requests, right? Yeah, we just need a whole lot more modules, which I am fine with. Actually, let's do the other upgrade planner things. This is going to be the last thing we do in this episode, because I think there's still going to be a pile of spinning plates. We want Prod Mod 1s of any quality up to Prod Mod 1s rare. We want Prod Mod 2s of any quality up to Prod Mod 2s rare. And then we want, yeah, quality 1s of any quality, and why we not click thing, and also quality 2s of any quality up to quality 2 rare. No, okay, right click there doesn't actually... Yeah, these are the upgrades we want to hit before pivoting to speed modules, and the first places we want to be doing this are... Yeah, all of the petrochem wants to go to quality 3s. Probably the plastic is one we should have done first there, never mind. Also, all of the pump jacks want to get the rare quality prod mods in them. We don't care about, or we kind of care about these ones, but we can do those later. We've already queued some of those upgrades. And then all of the quality modules in here and in here are things we want to... Yeah, we've got some that aren't even running with quality yet. So we are not going to see any modules in these boxes for a while, because we have... Yeah, we have a couple hundred module requests just to get all of this running. And then what are we actually storing? We're storing... Oh, we are getting some... Oh, yeah! These are the things that we should have been making. Rear module 2s. Okay, so we just need to... Oh, I had these. I had these in my inventory. Okay, sure. I actually don't want any of these quality modules either, do we? And these things are the... Yeah, these recyclers are the ones where we are just going to dispose of all of the quality 1 modules, and also the prod 1 modules, and... Quality... Where's a... You can have these? So we are making the quality modules that we wanted. We're still getting uncommon modules out, which makes sense. We're not seeing any blue chips, which I kinda like, because that means we're using all of the blue chips. I think we want to be upgrading these red chips to rare just to kind of compress them, and then we do need to get any of the uncommon modules back onto this belt, back into this belt over here, actually. So, and then also, we are not letting through too many red chips, which I think is actually totally fine, because they're all still running. Maybe we have successfully built a thing. Maybe we get all these module upgrades underway, because we are, you know, complaining about having few of them, which is fine. Oh wait, we can also just do this, because there are some... Well, I mean, I guess I understand why we're having UPS issues at the moment. We've just set up a whole pile of sushi stuff. But this does mean that... Why are we getting... we're not getting enough blue chips out. We're not getting enough blue chips out to upgrade all of these... these tier 1 modules. We're not getting enough blue chips out to upgrade all of these into the tier 2 modules. But I think, like, this small amount of stuff falling through, I think I'm overall pretty happy with. Is this doing what it needs to? Do we just scale harder? Because all of these blue chips, and then also, if we can, where's this upgrade planner? Yes. All of these blue chip ones want to be upgraded as well. Because the more uncommon and rare blue chips that get made immediately, the fewer we have to throw away into this loop to upgrade them into something we're using. So, yeah? Okay, I think we're going to spin this plate a bit more. It's an ongoing disaster, just normal Factorio Vulcanus things.